go. Eat 'em up.
And when he has tried me, I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me.
Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The 49er offense coming out here for the first time, led by their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo, 5th season with the 49ers, 8th overall in the National Football League.
And he comes off an incredible performance in the opener, 5 touchdown passes. Now look, you always want to start strong. I think that's more than anyone, including himself, could have expected.
And his first pass is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. In last week's game for Kittle, there are the numbers. 7 catches, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
And unable to get downhill there, as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. Greg Ward deep for Philadelphia. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 10. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. And for the first time, we get our look here at the Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts, the 2nd-year quarterback out of Oklahoma. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's pump things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Hurts. Rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. That's Ward, complete right side. Touchdown! Great Ward. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Man open. That's Henry Ruggs. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Henry Ruggs, 75 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On first down, it's Sanders. 61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. These two teams all tied after one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle. 2nd and 5 now. Hurts. Steps away to his left. And this one's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Hurts to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Darkbart able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On first down, Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
They'll run with Sanders, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 31, Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw left side, caught here by Ward. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And that's a sight that 49er fans like. George Kittle catching a pass for a first down. Remember, he only played in 8 games in 2020, but he was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2018, 2019. They're hoping he can regain his all-pro form this season.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now back to work from Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 23. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. To throw is Garoppolo. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the 3rd quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with the recipe of the ground game. From the 24, Hurts flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. From the 30 on second down, Hurts. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Out of the gun now on third down. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Being chased out left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play there on the keeper. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on first is Garoppolo.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play there on the screen pass.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Garoppolo on first down.
Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
To throw, it's Garoppolo.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
The kick by Gold is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
158 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. He'll look to throw. Past the 20. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. So still time remaining here in this fourth quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st down, Garoppolo completes this out left to Ruggs. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second and 2. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. It's off the mark, incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. Looking for Ruggs again, and he's got him again. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. He'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught at the 20. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run with Sanders. Second and 9. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now, I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And that's a touchdown as they broke it to tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Elliott now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
And they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 40 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he's got a first down to the 40-yard line, but the clock runs.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Garoppolo now, first down throw. He's going to let it fly.
And this one too low.
George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Garoppolo again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final try now for Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. That'll do it for us.